The touchdown, Trevor, was that the call?
It was quarterback sneak. You know,
Okay.
it was quarterback sneak and a possible perimeter, and he called his number. It was awesome. I mean, I'm really proud of Trevor. Obviously, he was he was thrown up all night, all morning. Was pale as a ghost throughout the whole game, and obviously started a little bit with obviously the frustrating interception down the goal line. But man, I'm very proud of the way he responded, the way that he played, especially later on when the game really was on the line. Critical third down conversions, had the draw that he walks in on. I mean, he competed his tail off. Very proud of him.
Your decision to take the ball in overtime, then you just pull Austin Trammell up, and it gives you a 51-yard return and that overall offensive drive.
Yeah, I mean, that was something we had talked about really since all of our game management meetings was in the regular season, that we wanted to take the football. If we would have been able to pin them on the kickoff, you're talking about a 2-minute drill to have to go win the game, right? It was about 2 minutes and 40 seconds or so when they got the ball back, and you'll take that. We were trying to eat the clock, and we ran it, I think it was 9 straight times, I believe, on that drive, and that was the whole point. That was the goal of receiving and taking the ball first. Austin Trammell, huge play. So many guys stepped up today. I mean, look, Tim Jones in there playing his first ball, makes a huge catch at the end of regulation to put us in field goal range. Parker Washington had another heck of a night. With Diami and BT going down, we were down to one tight end at one point in the game. So really, Cole Van Lan and Chuma stepping in as the jumbos. Huge night for those guys. So, wild one here.
Coach, can you just talk about Cam's
Oh,
NFL
man.
68-yard field
How
goal?
cool was that,
How much
guys?
confidence did that give you guys going into the second
That was what ignited us, I think. They missed the extra point on their touchdown. We get it in field goal range, or we get it in somewhat range. And for a guy that we have not lost confidence in, everybody's been trying to get us to lose confidence in him. I know that for sure. And we have never lost confidence in him. And he went on the bye, got away from it, and sets an NFL record on his first kick back. So, and then makes obviously multiple critical kicks throughout the game to keep the thing going. Couldn't be more proud of him and this whole team.
To piggyback off that, in terms of the outside noise trying to get y'all to lose confidence, you have never wavered from having his back, including when he's had some trying times. How confident were you? What was the discussion? Take us in the huddle during that timeout to say we're going for 68 yards.
Yeah, it was pretty quick. I mean, we made that decision very quickly. I mean, you're looking at the ball's right on the 50. What was it on? Right on the 50, correct? And
it was on 50.
I looked at Heath. Heath was like, "Let's go." I'm like, "Let's go, man." I mean, there was no, what are we gonna do? Throw a Hail Mary? I mean, we've seen him do it before, and we're indoors. We're in a great space for it. And he was hitting it pretty good in pregame. And he hasn't missed a kick in practice in 3 weeks. So you're not sitting there looking like, man, he hasn't been hitting the ball well. And we just looked at him. He started walking away a little bit to just kind of get his composure. And man, I ran right on the field as soon as he hit it and started running off the sideline. I ran right at him, and it was like we won the Super Bowl. But it was what ignited us, and that confidence from him, from a guy that was been struggling. And man, that was a really special moment for our team, for Cam himself, and for our whole group of guys.
The roller coaster of emotions you guys all went through in that fourth quarter, and then Devon with the hand there. I mean, how do you?
Man,
have you still come to grips with it at this point?
No. I mean, obviously frustrating that we kind of were mixing up. We were trying zone, we were trying man, we were blitzing, we were playing 4-man rush. I mean, we were mixing it up pretty good, and credit those guys, Gino and Brock Bowers and those guys. They're skill players. I thought played a really, really good game. Jay Lou goes down, first drive of the game or whatever it was, and Jarian steps in. We're doubling Brock. We're playing zone. We're blitzing. So it was an old roller coaster game. The emotions. We tried to just stay level-headed, and at halftime, obviously the kick ignited us, as I mentioned, but nobody was flinching. Nobody was freaking out. There wasn't guys looking down. even throughout, right? It was a back and forth entire second half, and these guys just kept battling, making plays, and D Ham with a huge play at the end of the game, man.
Seeing Josh get tying the franchise record, what does it mean just to see him do that? And then obviously the huge sack at the end of the game here.
Yeah, so proud of Josh, somebody that's put so much into this organization, this team, this community, and for him to have that moment, and I know he'll break it here soon. He was a man on a mission. I mean, he was frustrated at times today, and stuck with it. Had a huge play for us in overtime. Wish we could have capitalized on that 3rd and 10 or 11, whatever it was. But you know, really cool moment for Josh and his family.
What did ETN give you today?
Man, I thought both backs ran really hard, but especially TJ's. You know, in critical moments, 4th down, ran the speed option to him. He delivered, gets a blow and gets the 1st down. I mean, he showed the confidence that we've had in him this whole time, that his teammates have had in him, that we needed to get going, the run game, and he definitely spearheaded that. I know the guys up front played their tails off, handled the game. Recker and Max Crosby, I thought, pretty well in a lot of ways. Got a lot of respect for Max and that whole defense that they had today. But TJ just, man, he kept sticking with it, and had some explosive runs that we needed. I mean, especially the toss on our sideline that got us down before the quarterback draw was a huge play. He broke tackles, he ran physically. Really proud of him.
When you had to mix guys in at wide receiver, I mean, did it impact what you're calling at all?
Yeah, a little bit for sure. EB, I gotta give Edgar Bennett a lot of credit. You know, he got those guys ready to play. Tim Jones and Tram and Parker, you're down to 3 wideouts, you're down to 1 tight end at one point. I mean, the whole thing. But yeah, it definitely impacted a little bit in terms of what the positions you can put them in, right? I mean, I couldn't just go off the call sheet and call a lot of the game plan runs or plays, passes, because there were some intricate formations and things that we had guys mixing and matching. So that's why we just kind of stuck with the run at that point, in overtime especially, to just let them go line up, play, and compete. So everybody was involved in that win.
You mentioned Brock Bowers. What made it so hard to contain?
Man, look, he's got a full route tree. So when they're in 12 personnel, they're really in 11. When they're in 11 personnel, they're really in 10. And he gives you the ability. He can run option routes like Cooper Kupp. He can run the seams like Tony Gonzalez. You know, I mean, he's just multi-purpose. I've obviously, you know, competed and coached against him when he was at Georgia multiple times. There's not many players at that position that you can say are as talented as him. Knew coming off the bye they were going to want to feature him in a lot of ways, but it didn't much matter. I mean, you know, he was making plays all over the place. He's so hard to bring down. You know, he's so strong, he's so grounded. When he catches the football, he can get vertical so quick, and he breaks tackles like nobody else.
All right, these 2 guys, and then we're done.
Yeah.
What did you see on the Trayvon Walker ejection?
I didn't see it. I know he responded to what he mentioned was something, and they're always going to get the second guy. I mean, it's just the way it is, and we can't have it. You know, we can't have that, and you know, he knows that. Frustrating moment for sure, but like, those are the things we have to avoid as a team, as an organization, because, you know, all it does is make us a little bit handcuffed.
Do you get a sense those injuries to Diami and BTJ and Jordan Lewis are going to, and Ezra too, are going to be?
I don't know. You know, I didn't quite get the severity of each of them. I just knew that it was, you know, I know BT was trying to come back. I mean, he was in and back out. He makes a huge 3rd down conversion at the end of regulation, and I think, you know, rolled his ankle up or whatever it was. And you know, Jay Lou obviously has been kind of back and forth with that, you know, just working through it, and I think he just got a stinger or whatever it was. And then Diami, I don't know, I think it was similar, you know, upper body injury. We'll see about this week coming up. We obviously have a big one on the road again, but again, proud of those guys that stepped up. Not sure about their availability moving forward.
Okay, thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys.